Hey y'all. So I was gonna get on here and record a video today, right? But y'all know YouTube been playing with me lately, and every time I try to upload my videos, it be taking a long time for my video to upload. So what we gonna do is gonna be like a nice little, we just kicking it, okay? I'm gonna be eating my chicken. You probably ain't gonna be able to see it until I eat it. And I'm gonna be discussing the book on live like I normally do. Hopefully I can get a couple people to, hey girl, we gonna do this live today, boo. Um, so I'm going to just discuss the book on here, eat my chicken, because YouTube, it be acting funny with uploading my videos. It be taking 2 days to upload videos, and I don't always have time to wait those 2 days. So I'm in my kitchen. This is what it is. I know. I normally have it every day, but today I was like, I'm gonna just give me some chicken. Look, I got some fried chicken today, some hooks, fried chicken. But it's good. I'm gonna have some tomorrow. I'm gonna be on here tomorrow too and stop slacking. But we gonna get right into this thing today, okay? So y'all know I was talking about Morgan last time and her interaction with Bash and how I can't stand Bash. I mean, I can't stand him. But so we gonna just go ahead and go there. We left her at the house with him and his mom, and now we're going to Arya, and she is at the restaurant about to meet up. You had that be love sauce. Did you get both of them? Because it's a garlic one, and it's also a what's the other one? Like just the regular smackalicious sauce. Hey Samantha girl. So Kiara, it is too. They both good though. Okay, try the other one. That garlic one good too, but the other one you can get it in spicy or mild. It's good too. So we at the table where I have not got to B4 yet, Samantha. We still on B2. We on B2 right now. I'm trying to slow walk it because I'm trying to give people a chance to read Butterfly 4. Hey girl, hey Jimmy girl. I'm trying to give people a chance to read Butterfly 4. So that's why I'm kind of slow walking the videos, because I want everybody to be there. Because I already read B4. I'm halfway through B4 for the second time. But yeah, so I left off last time in this one where Arya's at the table. She about to meet somebody. Oh yes, Samantha, I have received it. I read it already. I read it on the app, and I have my actual book. So Arya is at the restaurant waiting for somebody to come up to the table. She's kind of nervous. We don't really know why she's so nervous. So she's sitting there tapping her finger, and the person she meets is like, now I ain't walking through the front door. And so she jumped up, hugged him, wrapped her hands around his neck or whatever the case may be. And he told her, like, I'm mad that I haven't seen you in 6 months. And she's like, I know I've been busy, trying to get myself ready for graduation. And all of that. So she said, but I did miss you. Now, mind you, this whole time, I'm thinking, I know Arya is not out meeting nobody else, knowing that her boyfriend Issa is nuts. Like, I know that ain't what she's doing. I know that ain't it. So they talking. Her phone vibrate. It's Issa. And you know how he get. Don't ignore me. Or don't have your phone ringing and you don't answer. She hit the button, sends in the voicemail. And he like, so that's one of your little jump options. She like, mind your business. Like, he said, you get the bag. She said, I got it. Thank you for the money. You spoiled me. He said, always. I'm still somewhere like, oh my gosh, who is this? So next thing you know, Issa come through the door like, play those games with somebody else's son, because I ain't the one. So she kind of like nervous. Like, oh, what am I doing? How I'm going to explain this? So before she could try to like explain, she's like, okay, I got something to tell you. Like real quick. And before she could even say it, Issa done made it to the table, pull his chair out and sat down. Because don't play with him. So, and then he go to her and he like, you must want me to air this bitch out, Ali. Like, that's what you want me to do? Okay. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say. You ain't have to send me to no voicemail. You should have just sent me a text like, hey, come and air this out. That's all he had to say. So he said, what I tell you about not answering my calls? So the guy she talking about, little dog, you better remove some of that bass out your voice before I whisper something to you. Or you're like, nope, no, this is not what we about to do. We're not about to do this. We're just not. This is not how this is going to go. He said, this is exactly how it's going to go. He done had Meek lock the door because it's about to go down. Because, like, girl, you're not about to try to play me. No, ma'am. So the guy talking said, see, the difference between me and you is I think of your next move, whereas you think of your next move. You pull that trigger and your man at the door, he hitting the dirt before you can even get the bullet to me. So he looked over. He said, I own this restaurant. That's what the guy said. He said, yeah, well, you might as well press go on that because I'm willing to die over mine. It don't matter. You know how about go ahead and blow it up because that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna air this out about Ali. I'm about to. So she like, Issa, he like, nah, Aria. This nigga want to fly? Let him lift up $1,000 sneakers. He must have wings. So they yelling back and forth, and finally Aria like, Issa, that's my brother. You know, I'm like, oh, like you just messed it all up. Like, but I don't know why Aria just didn't answer the phone. Like, you know how he is. You know he has all 6s and 7s. Like, he ain't coming in there trying to have no reasonable conversation with you and sitting next to a man he ain't never met before. Like, no, that's not that type of conversation. He's not finna do that. And what man really is? So she said, he my brother. She was like, well, he said, well, next time answer your phone. You know, like next time answer the phone, we're gonna have to go through this. I'm rocking the table. So she said, Issa, this is Naveed. Now this is my ex-boyfriend of like 5 minutes ago. So he said, you're supposed to be out here learning something, not dating drug dealers. That's what her brother said. And he said, now I see why your grade's slipping. This ain't the move. I taught you better than that. Like, keep your eye on the play. And right now your play is education. I ain't paying for you to cut up out here. And Issa said, but your money ain't required. He said, nigga, what? You know, I'm like, now come on, don't talk to me crazy. She said, Issa, leave. He said, leave. He said, I'm moving. I want to move. And right now I'm feeling stagnant as fuck. I'm going to just go ahead and sit right here because I love Issa and all of his impulse. I love him. I do. It looked like it's okay. That's on my screen. So he said, this the shit that you out here into? He said, exactly the shit she's into. She said, Issa, this is my family. Like, you need to leave. So Naveed, of course, you know, he ain't uncomfortable. And if you know Naveed is from Gucci Guilty. He was a boss in Gucci Guilty. So he done appeared himself as the boss in Butterfly 3. So he ain't scared of Issa and all his antics. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm a grown man. I've been doing this for years. And you're not about to just like scare me like you feel like I'm finna just go head on. Ain't he so mannish? He is so mannish. It's like, it don't make him no never mind. He don't care nothing about nothing. You know, but I don't even really care about it except for Ali. She the one who has really like tugged on his heartstrings. So for him, he like, yeah, I'm gonna air this whole thing out right with you and your brother in here. I don't care nothing about none of that. So Naveed said, well, y'all got 30 seconds to clear up out of here, like, or I'm gonna step out of character. So Aria looked to the door like, I mean, get him. You know, I'm like, come on, get your friend for he just get us all blown up in here. So he said that. So Meek was like, come on, bro, that's family business. She in safe hands. It ain't no bullshit. We up. Shit getting real dramatic for nothing. Like, so he left the restaurant. Aria was kind of like sad and salty at the same time. Like, of course, she didn't want her brother to meet her boyfriend like that. And she knew that her brother wouldn't approve of Issa anyway because of the business that Issa keep, the way he run in the streets. So I'm sure Naveed already know what type of stuff Issa be on. So, and I guess I could see as a brother why he would be like, wrong move. But it is what it is. So she was about to try to follow him out the restaurant, and Naveed was like, nah, like, you don't chase some nigga up out nowhere. The day you chase a man is the day I end his life. Remember who you are, queen. You are above this. Like, I do this so you don't have to. Like, I don't like nothing about this. You know, but I don't like nothing about this. And I get it from a standpoint where Navi, he knows the lifestyle because he lives it. You know what I mean? And he lived that lifestyle for years. So I could see him not wanting his sister wrapped up in the bullshit, but it's too late for Arya right at this point. She done gone ahead and gave her whole little life to easy. She tried to act all hard, like she wasn't all caught up with him, but she was. She loved her some Issa, but why not? So, she told her brother, like, you don't know him, like he's not really a bad guy. He said, I don't want to know him. Like, keep him from around me. He a loose cannon. And I'm gonna have to blow that nigga head off over you one day. I hope that day don't come. I'm like, please, please, please. Like, please, Navi, don't do it. Please don't do it. So, no, man, just maybe it's probably like, I would say like 2 or 3 days probably done went past between the last time Morgan talked to Mickey and the last time that the last time she talked to him was probably like 2 or 3 days ago. I don't know the exact timeline. This don't say, but I just say I'm giving that timeline on my own. Like, all you Ashley lovers, today is her birthday. Today's Ashley Antoinette's birthday. I meant to say that at the beginning of my video, like, happy birthday, Ashley. So we go now, we at Morgan's house. And she got Sorry on one hip, she got Yali on another hip because Yali doesn't feel good. And that's why I say I don't know the time frame that was in between here, because the last time she talked to Mickey, she was supposed to leave the estate that night and meet up with him, but she never did because she wound up staying at the estate with Bash, and then Yali wound up getting sick. So she tell him, Sorry, like, come on, Sorry, like, let's get in the house, because she's trying to juggle, she got twins. And so he like, wait, mommy, like, don't leave me, like, you're going too fast. And so he like press the button so they can get on the elevator. So he pressed the button and he like, where's Pop Pop, mommy? And he like, Pop Pop's at home, baby. Y'all know I love my Pop Pop. So she was sick. So I think she wound up. So she wound up trying to get into the door, and she was trying to get into the door, and Masari was like, look, mommy, it's Mickey. And he talking about all the homie, like, and so he said, give me some, man. So he went over there, and then instantly, we all know Masari, he a snitch. He gonna give all the information. I'm talking about her sick. And so he's talking about, so she might have asked him, like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? He said, doing some corny ass shit that I didn't think all the way through. He said, you went ghost on me again, love. Like, I can't really keep cool when I don't hear from you. It results in lame shit like this. And so he put this little post-it note on her door, because they was watching Grey's Anatomy together. And if you watch Grey's Anatomy, then this is a very sweet gesture. But he put this little post-it note on her door, and it says, will you be my girlfriend? Circle yes or no. And he said, that's the best that I had at the time. He said, I got all the way here, and all the poetic stuff that I had in my head, like, it just kind of went out, and this is all I could come up with. So she smiled, and of course, it warmed her heart, because he knew that was her favorite part of the show, because of course she done rewound it like 2 or 3 times while they was watching it. And for me, that would have been the sweetest gesture in the world, because, like, you a whole hood king out here for real, and you come and even posting notes on my door talking about, will you be my girlfriend? Like, we know what it is. Like, that's so sweet. So now, Kira, look, I watched Grey's I stopped, like, when people started dying that I got attached to, like, my little feelings got hurt, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and let this go. So it's a couple seasons of Grey's that I didn't even watch, because is this your first time watching Grey's? You didn't already watch it before and you just rewatching it, because I don't want to give up no information if you haven't watched it. I don't like spoiling nothing for nobody. So Okay. So after Derek died, I was like, oh, I can't watch this. Like, this is just too sad for me. Like, I watched it for a couple of seasons with the new cast, like with her sister, but I just couldn't get into it because I felt like after Derek died, y'all just went on here and hurt my whole little heart. I was broken. I was real broke. My heart was hurt like when Messiah died. That's how hurt I was. I was hurt. So I just, So, of course, Morgan was excited about the note. It was sweet for her. It made her all swoon inside. And so, oh, I cried too. I cried too real hard. So he said, let me take care of you, love. Like, let me let you feel better. And she said, it's not me. It's Yali that's not feeling well. He said, that's even worse what's wrong. She got a fever. The doctor said it's a viral infection. You know, we're trying to keep her, let her feel better or whatever, but I got to keep alternating medicines, Tylenol, whatever the case may be. So he took her out of his arms and went in the room to lay her down. And I think, I don't know what happened. I think Sorry might have drew on the wall or something. Something happened. Hold on a minute. He scribbled on the wall with a red crayon. And she was like, sorry, no. Like, you know, she done got stern or whatever. And I'm assuming that she probably don't always judge the kids because when she do it, he was just like confused. I'm like, what are you hollering? Like, I didn't even know. He was like, look, I just drew a picture. You know, I'm like, Ma, it's okay. So she said that his expression, like she always talk about how Yali and Masari don't look like Messiah, but Masari is him like reincarnated, which I could imagine like the sternness and the spirit that Masari has that's probably a lot like his father. Even Yali, she mean like her daddy. So I feel like, you know, because Yali, she mean. We know she an empath, but she mean. Like she be like, cold shoulder. So she said, the sternness on his face and the features that he made always captures what was Messiah's look like, what Messiah looked like when he had those same facial expressions. And so, of course, that kind of just took her into a moment. She's like, I wish that in her mind, she's like, I wish that he could have met you, like he would have loved you. Like she tried her best to not allow herself to go back to, you know, Messiah, because I'm pretty sure it hurts. But she said, come on, sorry, it's time to go to bed. So I think Yali was laying down in the bed with Mickey, and he like, that's no fair, Mom. Like, I want to sleep with Mickey too. So she's like, okay. So he like, come on, little homie. So they all get in the bed or whatever. And so he like, Mo. And then she like, yeah. He like, come here, love. So now they all laying in the bed together. And so they basically have this moment, like, you know, like he like, I don't want to do nothing else right now except want you to lay up under me with these kids or with these babies. He said, cause this shit right here make a nigga think about a life in a totally different way. Like you got me moving totally different. Like I'm a different nigga with you. Like, and these is the parts of the relationship between Morgan and Mickey that I can appreciate. Like, even though like it's kind of rocky, it's one of those situations where it's like, dang, like I don't know if I could do that, but the comfort that he provides her and the way they pull like different versions of themselves out when they with each other, like that's all good. Like, of course, if Messiah wasn't in the picture, they would be like the picture perfect relationship, but Messiah is in the picture and we all know how he is. I won't say nothing. I won't speak no dirt on my boo's name though. Y'all know I won't. So she started laughing and said like he would have killed us. And he like, who? And she was like, Messiah. And then Mick just didn't say anything. Like he just laid there. And she was like, it's just so weird. Like, it's just been on my mind today. Like, I feel him. She was like, I fought the feeling for a long time. Like, I was able to kind of like shake it off and not really bring it up. She was like, but today it's kind of like, it's just wearing on me. Like, he's really like here, closer than she think, because he ain't in the grave. He definitely living, speaking, and breathing, just not to her yet. So she's like, I can almost hear his voice. And she was like, and I haven't felt this strong in such a long time. She was like, I just miss him, and being here with you sometimes makes me miss him more. Like, you remind me of him. She was like, and I thoughts of him when I look at you. She was telling him, like, I don't want to be disrespectful to you by bringing him up or whatever, but, you know, it just is what it is. And to be honest, like, that's how they bond. Like, they bond each other for being friends for real when Messiah was alive, but at the same time, they both took the same loss at the same time. So it's like, what person to better understand what you're going through than a person who's going through the exact same thing? And it's not like they both experienced loss, but two different people. They lost the same person. And for Meek, of course, that's his brother, and then Morgan, of course, that was her man. But the intensity of the love between both of those relationships was very intense. So I could see how they could bond with each other and it lost something so great. So anyway, she said she was sorry. He like, hey, you don't got to say sorry. Like, you don't have to hide the fact that you still love him. Like, I know that part already. She was like, he was like, I was there. Like, I know what y'all had. Like, I loved him too. Like, I miss him too. And you're right. Like, he'll bring word my doorstep. Yep, it definitely is. It definitely is like the bond with more ethic. It definitely is. And I was just saying in my last video, now these bonds are all so close. The same way that Yali bonds with Miki is the same way that Mo bonds with Ethic. Like, it's crazy to me how everybody just is so bonded together. But the crazy part about it is like, if Morgan would take the time to figure out who she is and what she wants out of life, she probably wouldn't bond with these people so intensely like that, because she would know, you know, who she is. She would be healed from some of her past traumas. But her carrying around all that trauma, it just attaches her to people who suffer the same way she does. It's not healthy on either one of the ends for none of them, for real. Like, it really isn't. And that's the only time I really feel bad for Miki, is because I feel like even though he loves Morgan, he just in a messed up situation. Let's just take Messiah out the picture. She's still engaged to Bash. And even though, like, she's not with him like that, us as readers know that she really don't like Bash, but like, you taking a risk with that too. Like, she could leave any day and be like, yeah, so I decided to work it out with Bash. This little love affair we got is gone. Then what? And like, I know Miki and Mansell, he'll be able to put it together, but it's just a whole bunch of people hurting people. Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Okay, it's a whole lot. Kiara, did you read Butterfly 4 already? So he told Morgan, like, it would have never been a thought with us if he was alive. She was like, and that makes me sad. She's like, to think of not knowing you like this, to not be with you like this, it means so much to me. It's hard to picture us going back to what we were. He said, to bring bro back, I will watch you from afar so that nigga could breathe. It still fucked me up, Mo. He wasn't supposed to get sent up out of here like that. Oh, did you order the book? Like, are you waiting on your book? Did you not order it? Like, you gotta let me know how I can help you, sis, because you gotta read book 4. You got to. We gotta have that. You have to read that. Did you read book 3? Just tell me where you are in the ethics series, because I need to know. You know, I can't have you lost, all gone. So, she said she had never been able to talk about Messiah to anyone before, especially not Bash, because of course it's just a whole different thing. But being able to have Miki's understanding of where she is emotionally and knowing that he's there too, it was like a breath of fresh air for her or whatever. So you on the book we on right now. Are you at the part we at, or are you already past this? Don't be on here trying to sneak and get the tea before you get there. Don't be trying to cheat. Don't be trying to cheat. And so he told her, I'm sorry, we could talk. She said, I'm sorry, we could talk about. Oh, okay. So you don't care. You don't care about spoilers. I hate for somebody to tell me. I'd be like, don't tell. But then certain parts I'd be really want to know. Like, wait, so what's gonna happen at the end of this? Like, I'd be really want to know. Like, don't hold it from me. So she told him, like, I'm sorry, we could talk about something else. He said, I'm sorry, we could talk about something else. Like, I shouldn't have brought him up. And he was like, you could talk to me, Mo, like, about whatever, even the shit that you think that I don't want to hear. And so she's like, you so good to me. And so they like wrap each other up in the arm, and he kissed her on the cheek. And he was like, so about this date, like, I've been trying to pick you up, take you out, you know, make you smile, do all the basic stuff, you know, flowers, kiss you goodnight at the end, you know, walk you to the door. He said, I want to slide to third base if you let me get lucky, you know, all that shit. And then so I'm sorry, like, all that shit, mommy, like, come on, sorry, like, you finna get us all busted. So She told him, like, you such a bad influence. He like, yeah, you know, sorry. He like, don't be like me, little homie. Like, be like your mama. She the good one. He said, what you think? After y'all feel better, like maybe Friday you'll stop playing games and let me do something. Would you do this the right way? Make me work real hard to earn those kisses you've been giving away for free. See, this is the side of Mickey that I like. I don't have any bad feelings about Mickey. Like, I don't have no qualms about Mickey. I really don't. Like, I like him. Messiah just has my heart in a different way than any of the other characters, other than Ethic, okay? Because Ethic is my husband in real life, and he know about my thing that I got going on with Messiah. But I love Mickey because he's gentle, and I love Mickey because of how he loves Morgan. Like, it ain't too many men around that you're gonna come across that's gonna love you like that. It's just not. Like, he's fairy tale-ish, exactly like Ethic is to me. But so. She said, if Yali's better, then yes, I'll go out with you. He said, on a real day in public love, like, forget who's watching, like, forget who's around. Like, you gonna bet on the nigga Mo? Like, I swear to God, I never put you in a position to lose if you put your money on the kid. And so she nodded her head, like, you know, like, okay, like, just dream me out. I'm like, okay, like, sure, like, I guess so. So, she said, we all over you. Like, I know you uncomfortable, so let me go ahead and get Yari up or whatever. He said, I'm good. And so they laid there for a little longer. And she said a prayer. She said, I love him. She said, just let me keep this. You know, I'm like, just let this one time. Like, you always take people away from me. Let me keep this one person, just this one man. Please get rid of anything stopping me from having this with him. That was a real prayer. You know, I'm like, Lord, come on. Like, he good to me. I love him. Please let me hold on. Cross my fingers. Like, please. So the next scene is they going on a date. She get up in the morning, she getting herself ready, and of course Mickey includes the kids, which is another plus, because if I'm a woman and I come with kids, like, you got to take the whole package deal. So she got ready, she done changed her clothes a lot of times, putting on makeup, trying to figure out how she was gonna put her hair. You know, I'm like, oh, what I'm gonna do? Like, am I gonna wear it up? Am I gonna wear it down? Like, I'm gonna be fancy? Am I gonna be relaxed? Like, she didn't know if the kids was gonna match her. Like, she just went through a whole thing. Nervous. You know, but who would have thought that I would have been this nervous about going on a date with Amik? Out of all the men in the world, how am I even in a situation to go on a date with him? So he came over, knocked on the door. She tried to wait a little bit, you know, give him a little time. So he didn't know that she was really sitting there waiting. No, but I'm gonna just know where I'll count to 5 before I open the door. So he don't know that I was sitting here looking out the window, waiting on him to come. So when she opened up the door, he like, damn, love, you live to fuck me up. You know, I'm like, he just always say the right stuff. So she had on like a bodysuit, an oversized army fatigue jacket. And she said, you would have never thought she cried herself to sleep last night from the turmoil they were causing by choosing to explore the possibilities ahead. He said, so you wasn't gonna let me in on a fatigue memo, huh? He said, I want to be down too. I'm the odd man out. Oh, I didn't know you wanted to be down. I can't assume these days. She was like, men say one thing and do another. He was like, my actions and words match, love. Like, always. How's Yali feeling? She was like, much better. And so he asked her, was she ready? They got ready to go. And she's like, let me grab their bags or whatever the case may be. And so he asked Masara, like, you want to have some fun, little homie? And he like, yeah. And then she's like, we could take my car because the car seats is already in my car. He like, nah, we could just take the car seats out of your car and put them in mine. And we could just go ahead and go. Like, you're not gonna be driving me while I'm taking you out. Like, that's just not how it's supposed to go. And that's what a man does. Like, he's all man. Okay, he's all man. He's all man. He really is. It don't take away from no man. He's all man. So he asked, like, you want to tell me what made you cry or who made you cry? And then she was just like, wow, like, you know, how does he know he paid that much attention to me to even know that everything was off? She was like, I just had a really long night, like, and I don't want to talk about it. He was like, well, when you do want to talk about it, about that or anything else, I'm always around for you. Like, I'll make I'll make listen to you a priority whenever you need me to. I don't ever want you to feel like you got to figure this out on your own in your head. So they wind up going to the date, and they wind up going to the skating ring. And so Amik was concerned about Morgan because, you know, she didn't want to be kind of like out in the open because everybody, of course, in Flint noticed she was messing with Messiah, whatever the case may be. So he rented out the whole skating ring for them. Like he shut the whole skating ring down and rented it out so they could have it privately. So it was just him, Issa, Aria, Morgan, and the kids. And so they had a good time at the skating ring. Like they wound up doing a bet to see who was going between Issa and Amik. And of course, Issa cheated. Like they was skating, and then when they counted down, they got halfway down the thing. Issa pushed Amik, so he cheated. He cheated. So then they had the kids race against each other, and they put like a $50,000 bet on each other. So Yali and Sorry was racing, and so when they was racing halfway down the rink, Yali fell. So in the process, he like, oh, I can't let my sister fall. So Masari turns around and go pick his sister up, and they go all the way to the end, which I thought was so cute with each other. Like, I can't let my sister fall and not hurt herself. So he picked her up, of course, like, you okay, Yali? Like, and you know, she said, yeah, whatever the case may be. So Issa was like, okay, fine. Like they both win. We'll just give them both $20,000, $50,000. So she told him like we'll put the money in their account. Later on, she's like, you guys don't have to do that. Like, it's not your responsibility. And he like, man, it's nothing. Like, we take care of them. He's like, that's my niece and nephew. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of you. And it's crazy that the bond that they have with these two kids, not even knowing that these two kids belong to their brother. Like, they still are pledging loyalty to children, not even knowing that they attached to Messiah in that way. So they get ready to go, and they have to use the bathroom. So she was like, I can take him to the bathroom. And Mickey was like, love, I can take him to the bathroom. Like, I'm a straight shooter. Like, I've been shooting for a long time. Like, I think I can help him go to the bathroom. like, this is, I got this. And so Aria like, okay, period. So she's like, you and me, we need to go to the bathroom and talk anyway. Cause you know, she's like, what is it with you and me? Like, it seems like it's a real big deal. Like, it's a real love thing going on. She was like, I do love him. Like, he is really like just everything that I ever thought of, or whatever the case may be. But you know, it's so messy. And I don't really know like how to, you know, be with him without the guilt, basically, and without trying to figure out how she's gonna get out of her current situation. So I mean, I think I missed the part. Sorry. Oh. Her and Mickey was skating with each other. Kind of like dancing slash skating, you know, hugging but still skating. Even though I don't know how to do that or whatever. So and so he said, what's wrong? They was just skating and she heard him sigh. So she was like, what's wrong? He was like, this fucked up. Like us, me and you. He was like, but I don't give a fuck more. He was like, and I don't know what that means. I mean, outside looking in, this looks bad. Like it make me look disloyal. Like I'm snaking my man. I don't know. He said, niggas can call me what they want to call me. I'm all that because I ain't giving this up. I can't move around you, Mo. That's one thing that I've never really called Mickey is a snake. Because I didn't think he was like plotting in the background, waiting for Messiah to mess up so he could like jump in and be the next runner-up. I really didn't think that that was his MO. Like, okay, I said I was gonna get on here and do one and come back on later on and do it again. So that way I don't have to record another video today, because you can always go back and watch these last. I'll be here for a little minute, boo. I'll be here for a little minute. But he was like, oh, I said I never really called Amika snake because I really didn't think he was like lurking in the background, waiting for his opportunity to like press down on Morgan. I really didn't think that. So that's why I don't think he is snake. Like I said, the situation is sticky, it's messy, but I don't necessarily think that he is snake. And so she was like, You make my scars feel beautiful. And I don't even know. So she said, he said, what's up, love? And then she said, said she had an overwhelming urge to say those 3 words, but she didn't say anything. It said she felt so invested because it was new and it was exciting. What it was, she just couldn't speak it. Not yet. She's like, maybe not ever, but the last time she had said those words, she gave them to a man, and the man, he destroyed her. So before she could say anything, he lifted her chin up and said, I know. Like, you know, like, I know because I could feel it too. So they played that old school Monica song when they were skating. I looked at you 1,000 times. It's old. So while they got the kids, she said she wanted to skate. So they skated, you know, they did all this girly stuff and, you know, all this other stuff. So that's when they went to the bathroom, and she told Aria, like, he makes me really happy, Mo. Like, you know, he just make me happy. Aria was like, I've never seen you like this before, ever before. She was like, she was like the smiling, the closing of the roller rings, like the dates that y'all got going on. Like, girl, like, this is serious. And she said, he crazy about you. Like, are you sure this just started? Like, y'all wasn't creeping back in the day? She was like, don't even say that. Like, I don't even want that to be a notation. Because when it was me and Messiah, it was just us. Nobody else mattered. She said, I didn't even see you. You know what I mean? Like, all I saw was Messiah. Like, he was my whole world. Like, Amik didn't matter because he didn't exist. That world didn't exist. We lived in another part of the planet. Like, there was nothing between Meek and I back then. No flirting, no nothing. That's why I said I don't think he's a snake. We were just friends. And she said, I wish it would have just stayed that way because it should have never gotten further than that. But now it's like, you know, I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't get out of this thing. And I can imagine getting wrapped up in the man like Amik and then having to figure out if you're going to hold on to him or if you're going to let him go. Like, that's a lot. Like, you know, I'm like, I just like, ooh, I would be scared too. And she said, now he's like, I think I'm in love with him. Aria, she's like, oh, Mo, you know, I'm like, dang. She's like, I feel so guilty though. She's like, the shit is eating me up. I'm still engaged to Bash because I know I can't do this with Meek. It's not right. She's like, but I can't let it go either. Like, I just can't help it. Like, and she said, but God, I love him. She's like, how do I love him already? And Aria's like, because he a good ass man, period. And he is. Sure. She said, and your man is waiting on you. So stop crying and go get your man. Fuck you and love him. So I love Aria because she rock with Morgan and she get Morgan like the flip of the coin. Like, girl, go on out there. So they went outside and he like, you ready? She said, yeah. He said, all right, I'm gonna get up with you, bro. So they left. The fly, the nerve of you. Fruit fly. Sorry, that's just so good. I wasn't sure. Sorry. So she wound up getting a text message from Bash, and he was like, my mother is at state today. The commencement cap and gowns came in early. I told her to grab yours. She's gonna drop them off to your house. She said she'll be there about 9. And that's like instantly knocked her back into reality. Like, yeah, you belong to somebody else for real. Like, yeah, you out here parading and being with Meek, and that's cute, but baby girl, you belong to somebody else. You committed yourself partially to someone else. So she felt some type of way because, like, don't just be making no plans for me talking about you about to bring no cap and gown to my house. But I mean, that's logic. Like, your mama there getting them, so why she can't just bring yours? And so he like, what's wrong? Meek asked what's wrong. She's like, nothing. Like, I'm just tired of living a life designed by everybody else. Like, I'm tired of everybody else telling me what to do, how to do it, where to go, whatever the case may be. He was like, I don't know what to say to that, Mo. Like, I would say come home with me, but I know you won't. He was like, I'm not sure what you want to do, love. He's like, so you tell me what I can do. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to do. And she said, I don't know. I'm so confused. I mean, she's like, I'm just torn between what I should be doing and what I want to do. Who I should be with and who I want to be with. Like, it's just complicated. Like, it's just complicated. So she sent Bash a text message and said, I'm not home. Tell her she could bring it in the morning. He said, and where the hell are you? Okay. Because Bash know that she out living her best life with Mickey. Like, he know what's up. And she was like, and there it was, the control, the rules, the invasion of privacy, him wanting to know. But the only reason that I think Bash even showed her that side is because he felt like it was their relationship was threatened. Like he felt like he was gonna be on the outs. Like you pushing me away for you to be with him. Like I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to fight for my spot, which any man would do. Like that's just like you finding out that your man want to be with somebody else. You're gonna be like, If you want to fight for your man, you're gonna go through all of that too. You're gonna want to know like what's keeping you, like what's going on, why you ain't at home, like because I ain't there, so you out there living your best life, and that's exactly what Morgan is doing. And so she said, "Take me to your house, I mean." So they went to the loft. So he said, I would never leave you bold, Morgan. Like, you know that, right? Like if shit blow up, whether the shit between us lasts a week or a lifetime, I'm gonna look out for you regardless. He was like, so you don't have to be nowhere you don't want to be. I just wanted to let you know that. Because Mickey basically like, girl, if you want to pop your shit and leave him today, like I'm gonna hold you down regardless. So even if I'm gonna be your man, I'm gonna just be your friend, and I'm gonna make sure you got somewhere to go. So you don't gotta think like, oh, I gotta stay with him because I don't have nowhere to go. No, we all know that that's not it for real, because Morgan got money, so that's not the case. She has somewhere to go. She could stay with Ethic if she needed to, so that's not it. I don't know. Well, I know, but I don't know. We didn't know at this point why Morgan stays with Bash, because I was confused. Like, girl, just walk away. Like, you gotta go. Like, you just don't have to be with him. If you want to leave, you can go. Like, he ain't gonna be just holding you hostage. Because I can't stand Bash, okay? I can't. I just don't. There's nothing he could ever do to make me like him. I hate Bash. So, they get there and they start kissing each other in the parking lot and all this other stuff. And she said, I'm in trouble. I mean, he said, yeah. She said, yeah. He said, well, let's get them inside. So they go inside and they try to get everything together. And she tells him, like, I love you, Amik. And he paused, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Like, so he walked up to her, like, forcing her against the wall or whatever. So they started kissing or whatever. And he said, this ain't love, Mo. He said, this shit got a nigga rocking babies that don't belong to me, putting on skates to impress a pretty girl. He said, love ain't enough to pour the type of effort out of me. This is addiction, Mo. 3 men lost their lives because too much time went by without me seeing you, all because I was in a mood, all because I pictured you doing the shit you do with me, with the other nigga, like, and you make me reckless, Morgan. He's like, this shit just don't feel normal. And so she said, you can't take that out on other people. I mean, like, you can't fly off the handle when you don't see me. You know my situation. I thought that we were on the same page. When I'm with you, I'm yours. And when I'm not, he said, you his? Oh God, I'm gonna end up killing that nigga, love. Like, I'm gonna end up taking him out. And she was like, I'm yours, Mickey, just yours. Like, I'm not having sex with him. Like, you don't have to worry about that. Like, I belong to you. I mean, just you. Like, he had never touched me after you. I couldn't even bear. All I want is this. So he said, put her down. She told him, like, go ahead and put her down and let me save me a life. Can't have you walking out in the world tomorrow in your feelings. So they went and did what lovers do, got grown up or whatever. And right in the middle of the little foyer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they went through I ain't gonna go through the whole sex appeal, because y'all know these Ashley Antoinette sex scenes had you feeling like, dang, I just need to hop in the book real quick and be Morgan and hop back out. And so and then so he said they got done or whatever. She said, what you staring at? He was like, the one who's going to fuck up shit for every woman after this moment. Like, you're never gonna be my love, but I'ma always be yours. Like, whenever you need a nigga, you come find me. I don't give a fuck about what's happening between us, good, bad. If you stay near, far, if we talk every day, or if we haven't talked for years, like, if you ever need to hit my line, don't think twice. Like, don't talk yourself out of it. You call me and I'm pulling up, dumping over you every single time. And so they went on ahead and went pat. That was it for them. Okay, so this next scene was, I could fly through this next. So this next scene was we all know that Blue had a baby by Messiah and the baby wound up passing away. And so this next scene is her at home kind of reminiscing about what happened. She has like a box that she keeps up under her bed that has like his hospital bracelet and all the stuff that she had for him or whatever inside of the box. And so this day she in her room on her knees looking at it, and Messiah walks in and she like, dang, you can't knock. And he like, I'll never knock. You know, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand. Like, And so he like, B, what I gotta do or who I gotta see about them tears? She was like, I'm fine. She like, you can't knock, like you don't know how to call before showing up. He was like, fuck no, like I can't call. I don't need no permission to come see about you. What the fuck is going on, B? And she like, nothing, Messiah. Like I just had a hard day. He was like, well, what's in the box? And she was like, nothing. He was like, I swear to God, B, if it's what I think it is, I'm gonna hurt you in this bitch. Savior is right down the hallway because you know Blue used to do drugs or whatever, so he was making sure she wasn't relapsing. She's like, it's not. Like, Messiah, mind your business. No, my girl, don't tell me to mind my business. I've been with you all this time through your sobriety, trying to make sure you're okay. Don't tell me to mind my business. So he pulled from her and flipped the top off the box. And so when he noticed it wasn't what he thought it was, he was like, B, what's all this? Like, what's all this? She's like, Messiah, just mind your business, put it back. And so he looked at the box or whatever, and he wound up seeing a hospital bracelet with Blue's name on it. And then he knew, like, you know, I know that this is what it is. So he read the name on the bracelet. You know, she named him after Messiah. So he said, you had my son? My son was sick. And I left him be like, I left you, like, look at me, like, tell me what's going on. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Like, is that why Amon wasn't here with you anymore? He was like, yeah, he said that he was done after that. Like, he gets Savior, but like he's done or whatever, me and him. And she said he was beautiful, Messiah. Like, the doctor said that he was defective, born with so many illnesses, but he was ours. So, you know, to me, he was incredible. And Messiah was like, you're beautiful, B. Like, you so beautiful. He was like, I love you, Blue. He was like, I didn't know that for a long time, but the moment I realized that I fuck with you hard every day since. Like, I wasn't here for you, and I'll never not be there for you again. He was like, I give you my word. Like, I'll give you my life, Blue. Like, damn, you gave me a son I didn't even want to meet. I didn't even get a chance to meet him. Like, we had the sunshine we did. She said two fuck ups made something amazing. And then he said 2 negatives always equal positive, B. And so she said, your badass paid attention to something in school, huh? And he like, yeah, whatever. So he like, tell me about our son, like, and don't leave nothing out. So they kind of stayed up all night or whatever the case may be. And she told him about the baby. And so, of course, his heart was torn because he felt like, damn, like, I didn't know she was even having the baby. Like, and I left her to do this all on her own. So now he got 3 kids, okay? He got 2 boys and a girl. The other 2 he don't know nothing about, but he do know about Messiah Jr. So we go back to Morgan and Mickey, and he wound up spending the night after the little sexapade the night before. And when she woke up, he was in there trying to fix the kids some breakfast or whatever. He's like, so you want some cereal, sorry? And he like, me don't want no milk, me don't want no milk. He's like, no milk. All right, homie, no milk. Dry cereal it is. He said, what does Jolly Pop like? He's like, her like milk. And so of course, she kind of like was just excited because like it's exciting to see him wake up and him taking care of the kids or whatever the case may be. So she peek around the corner. She's like, good morning. And he like, good morning, love. And he like, so a nigga can't really cook all that good, but I figured that all kids like cereal, right? You know, like all kids like cereal. And she like, thank you for feeding them. And she said, you really are great, Amik. He said, come here. So he said, that thing you said last night, like, is that how you feel? Like, is that real? And she nodded her head. He like, words, love. I need words. And she said, that's how I feel. I mean, I love you, but I'm terrified. When it was just sex, he was like, it was never just sex, Mom. Like, that's never what it was. Fear and love aren't supposed to be spoken in the same sentence. But for me, I don't know, Mickey, like, it just feel like a dream. Like, it just feel like it's not real. He said, like, I need to get out of my head and out of the clouds and snap out of it. He was like, hey, look, if you're not afraid of the dream, then they're not big enough. A nigga dream about you, scary as shit, thinking about love and the pain all the way. I see in your eyes. He said, I don't know how to make that go away, but in my head, I see us like years later, like in a pretty ass house. The twins is older, like it's one on the way. It's a ring on your finger and it ain't no gun on my hip. He said, it's just me, you, and a whole lot of fucking and a whole lot of loving. And that look in your eye, the one that I see now, that shit that make you doubt me, is gone. He said, big dreams, love. Like, that's the only way I know how to do it. Like, you gonna dream big with me, Mo? I'd have cried right there. Like, I'm not in a dream. And she said, how did we get here? I mean, like, I don't know the way back. I'm so lost in this. He like, do you really want to find your way back, like, out of this? And she like, no. you know. So he gave her an envelope and he gave her some. He was like, "Your birthday coming up, and I know you got the twins, so." And in the middle of that, I'm sorry, spilled the gallon of milk or whatever. And he like, "Sorry, mommy." And then Mickey like, "Don't worry about it, I got it." So they he give her some tickets to Disney, and he tell her like, "We can go for your birthday and to take the kids or whatever." She was like, "You want to take me to Disney?" And he was like, "I want to take you to the altar, love." He said, "But you're young and you need time. Like this would do for now." Um, she said, "You bought 4 tickets?" He like, "Yeah, but they go where you go. A good time is wherever you are." He's like, "So Disney World?" She said, "Of course I'll come. Like I go anywhere with you." And so then Mickey, nope. Yachty started crying or whatever. So he picked her up and she was like, she just so spoiled. Like she just got so rotten with you. He was like, "Okay, pop me kettle, because you spoiled too." And she said, "I can't really do casual on Mickey. If I leave him and you pull out on me," he said, "I wouldn't ask for your time just to waste it." He said, "I'm right here. Be here with me. Be my lady, Mo." And so she didn't say nothing, of course. And then she was like, "I got to get up with Issa about some things. Like I'm gonna be in the streets heavy for a little bit. Like I got some loose ends that I need to tie up, but I'm coming home to you and these kids at the end of it all, and it would do me well, love." He said, "If you're comfortable here, you can stay. If not, I'll take you home." So we all know I make he a whole man. Like he a whole man. Put it on the table. This is my heart. This is what I'm willing to do. She said, "I need to go home and I need to settle this once and for all. Give me time. While you handle your business and keep your late nights, I handle mine and I end it with Bash a week." She said, "That's all I need. My birthday is in a week. And when you pick me up, I won't be going back. I'll be coming home to you, Amik. I want to be here with you." She promised. Now, I'm going to have to stop here. I'm going to be here all day. So she wound up, this is where it gets so intense, okay? I mean, so intense. Like the book go from this to like boom, straight into like a big kaboom. Like I don't even really know. Like it's just, but she go for a whole week or whatever, not talking to him. Like he in the streets, hitting the streets real heavy because he made that debt with Hawk that he has to pay off or whatever. So they're kind of like in a position of doing that, like trying to run money so they can pay that debt back or whatever and go across the thing. Like he, of course, like ain't talked to her, don't really want to reach out to her, but trying to make sure that they still like on the same page, but not necessarily without talking. So his phone vibrated and it was Morgan, and she sent him a link to a poem, and it said a poem of friendship by Nikki Giovanni. It says, "We are not lovers because of the love we make, but the love we have." And she sent him a quote from there. And then he sent her a quote back that said, "If you can't find something to live for, you best find something to die for." And she said, "Well, what poem is that?" He's like, "No poem, love, just a little pop." Like, LOL. He said, "He got it wrong, though. For you, I do both live and die for you, Morgan, I guess." And she sent a message back and said, finish handling your business. I'll finish handling mine. Then it's all about us. I love you, Mickey. Be careful." So he clicked out the screen and went on about his business. So that was like 1 week they had talked, and now it's another week later. So it's Morgan's birthday now. And so, Kiera, are you still here? Because I need to know if you already made it to this part on your book too. Because if you have not, I'm kicking you out. I'm kicking you out. I'm kicking you out. I'm waiting until you answer if you hear, because I'm not gonna keep on going if you ain't made it to this part yet. And don't lie. But I'm at chapter 16 on book 2. But you gotta tell me where you at. I'm gonna go ahead, but you gotta tell me where you at. Did you make it to chapter 16? Because I need to know. So in book 2, I'm in book 2, chapter 16. This is Morgan's birthday party, and Matt Bash is getting her prepared to go out for dinner. Now, of course, you don't even really want to. Well, let me stop. Where you at, Kiera? Tell me what chapter you on in book 2. I'm gonna keep going. Just tell me what chapter you on. Dang. Talking about, but let's say I did. I don't even think you done read book 2. I think you just on here getting all the tea, and you just gonna go back and read because you already know what's gonna happen. Chapter 3. Kiera. You know what? I get on you another time. Well, I ain't going to book 3 without you even finishing book 2, so you need to hurry up. So he told her, like, you look beautiful, like, you know, I want to go out. She's like, where are we going anyway? Because I just really don't want to go. Like, I just want to stay in. I don't feel all that well. Like, I just want to stay in. He like, no, there's no staying in. 21 is a big woman. Like, I want to celebrate with my girls. That's too much to ask. And she like, oh, you know how I really don't even want to be bothered, because she's trying to figure out, oh, so you cheated, huh? Okay, Kiara. So she wound up, I think Mickey might have called her or did something. He was like, can you just cooperate today? Like, I promise by the end of the night you'll be happy. She was like, I doubt it. Like, no, like, I don't even want to be with you. So she wound up getting a message from Mickey saying that he was outside. He was like, I'm outside. And she like, outside? Like, she's like, oh, I need to run to the car real quick. And he like, we headed out. I'm like, we can just grab whatever it is. I'm like, she's like, no, I need to finish my makeup, and what I need is in the car. I'll be another half an hour before I'm ready to go. Anyway, just keep an eye on the twins. I can grab. He said, I can grab her. She's like, no. You know, I'm like, no, you cannot grab it for me. She like, my car is filthy. Like, I won't even be able to, you won't even be able to find what I'm looking for. Like, relax, I've got it. So she go outside, she get in the car, and it's Mickey. And she's like, what are you doing here? He's like, it's your birthday. I can't pull up. Like, she said, I just didn't know you were coming. Like, I can't stay. He playing something. He playing something. He said, yo, when you giving this nigga his walking papers, like, enough is enough, love. Like, she was like, it's not that simple. He was like, it ain't that hard either. Like, I know you know that I take care of you, Mo. So hell, you could take care of yourself. So I'm not understanding the issue. This nigga is either way. This nigga is either walking away or he can get carried away. I'm sure he got a good 6 million somewhere. Like, he just disrespectful. You just gonna 6 million that man? Pallbearers. That was the ones he was talking about. She's like, I'm meek. And he like, nah, love, no finesse. Like, you get away with the shit that I let you get away with. Like, I don't want to be pacified. I want you to go in there and tell that nigga to get fucking lost. Like, period. So I can put my head between your pretty ass thighs and give you birthday licks. Like, nigga, don't talk to me like that. 21. He said, nigga, oh, you 21 birthday licks. I'm ready to lick you down, love. Don't stop. Don't press stop. Don't pass go. She like, Mickey, just give me some more time. I promise I will. He said, just not today. Okay, so, you know, running around the block or whatever. So he gave her a box and gave it to her. So she opened it up and it was a key inside. And he was like, what's this? He was like, to the loft. I'll keep it empty until you fill it. And she was like, you want me to move in with you? And he didn't answer. And she was like, can I call you later? Like, I just need some time, I promise I'll call you. He reached into the center console and wound up giving her another set of keys or whatever the case may be. He was like, it's in the back in the parking lot. It's a black Jeep, black tent. And she was like the one that I said I wanted when I was a little girl. He was like, yeah, the one you said you got jealous of when your daddy wouldn't buy you a real one to match the one your Barbie dolls had. He said, I hope you like it. Like, it's little stuff like that. Like, come on, Meek. Like, come on, pulling out all the stops. And so she was like, I love it. He was like, yeah, it's up, Mo. And so she was like, don't call me Mo. Call me what you normally call me. Like, girl, the nerve of you to try to be telling that man what to call you when you telling him he can't even kick it with you on your birthday because you got to go back in the house with your fiance because he planned something. Like, girl, get out of his car because I'd have kicked you out of mine. Like, go ahead on. Just go ahead on. He said, yo, they go waiting on you, Mo. Mickey, I can't get out until you tell me we're okay. He said, we good, Mo. She said, we're not good. And stop calling me Mo. Call me love, or Mickey. It's my birthday and you're calling me Mo. You never call me Mo. Like, I don't want to be Mo to you today. So now she get the crying, eyes water, because we know that she a crybaby. So she said, I don't want to be Mo to you. He said, and I don't want to be your side nigga. Okay? She said, Mickey, you're not. Like, I don't think of us like that. Like, stop saying that. He said, I speak facts. Have fun with your man. Like, you know, like, man, get on up out of here. And but you should have just left it at that. Like, go ahead. Like, I don't want to be your side and go have fun with your man. Like, get on up out of here. And so before she get out of the car, he tell her like happy birthday, love. Cause he's soft. Like Mickey so soft on her. I would have been like, go have fun with your man. Bye-bye. Call me when he ain't your man no more. Period. Like I don't know what else to tell you. So she get out of the car. And so he like, I really don't want to leave my he get out of the car, they leave, and now they at Ethics house to drop the kids off. And so she's like, I really don't want to be without my babies today. Like, I want to be with them on my birthday. He like, relax, Mo. Like, just let me do my thing, okay? It's loud outside. I think somebody not vacuuming, doing the lawnmower. And she like, Bash, we need to talk. He like, we can talk later, Mo. Like, let's have fun today. Celebrate about you. It's all about you. So she said, okay, tonight I'll tell him. So when she walked through the door of the house, everybody like, surprise! Like, so they threw her a surprise for her. So everybody there, like Aria's there, Issa's there, Bash is there, his parents is there, Ethic, Alani, Bella, all of them is there. Of course, Mickey ain't there because Bash don't do Mickey. So Alani like, happy birthday. Ethic, of course, I can't believe you're 21. Like, I still see the snaggle little tooth little girl when I look at you, Mo. Like, you hear her cheeky shot. Oh my God, like you did this for me. And after things get settled and wind down, like I want to talk to you. This is Ethic talking to her. And she like, is everything okay? He like, everything will be fine, but it's important that I tell you. She's like, should we talk now? You try like, don't try to throw no bomb on me. Like, should we talk now? He like, I know you should enjoy your party. So she nodded, she kissed Ethic on the cheek and wound up giving up Yari. And then so Bella was like, it's some DJs outside, Mo. Like, he's okay, lead the way. So they go outside, they mingling. She's like, this is amazing. She turned around and said, Bash, like, you're a really good guy, Bash. You're such a great friend to me, and I hope you know that. So Aria like, it's your birthday. They turn up or whatever the case may be. So then Beyonce song come on. You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Woo, that's my song. So they dancing over the whatever the case may be. And so Aria said, happy birthday, Mo. And I think Issa was like, what's up or whatever. And I don't remember what happened. Okay, so then Issa was like, be careful, sis. Like, don't get a nigga hurt. Like, Aria like, boy, like, shut up. I'm just saying, Issa telling me, I'm just saying, like, my nigga ain't here, so I'm gonna hold it down. It's fuck nigga Friday in this bitch. I love Issa. You hear me? That's what you tell. I'm just saying, like, my nigga ain't here to hold it down, but he's talking about Mickey. Like, my nigga ain't here to hold it down. I'm just making sure everything going straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is? It's fuck nigga Fridays in this bitch. I love him. And so he gonna tell Yali, like, say fuck nigga Friday, Yali Pop. How you saying that shit? Like, Issa, find something to do. Just find something to do. And Aria like, give me my niece, boy. Like, and stop saying shit that with that man. Start shit with that man. Like, don't you always tell me to mind my business? He was like, yeah, your hard head ass don't never do it either now. I know why. And so Bash talking about, yo, bro, like, have some respect. Like, it's kids here. My kids here, so watch your mouth. Why he said that to Issa, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know if he wanted to try to show like he had balls too. I'm not really sure what he said any of that for. I'm really not sure. So Issa stopped dancing and was like, nigga, what? You know, I'm like, what you say? You know, was you talking to me or like was you just talking out loud? So Issa done crossed the dance floor like in seconds before Morgan or Aria can even try to stop him. He said, I'm not afraid of you, man. Like, it's whatever you want, Bash said, rolling up his sleeves. He's rolling up his sleeves. And Issa said, I want to murder you, nigga. Like, I'm like, that's exactly what I do. Because I ain't like you from back at the time when you was trying to creep up with Morgan when Messiah was alive. And I also don't like you now because now she done side nigga my one friend too. Like, so I want to murder you, nigga. How about that? I ain't just talking, nigga. He said, I'll put you where the worms be, pussy. Okay, now I told y'all I love me some Issa when he get mad and she don't care nothing about none of that. So Aria done passed Yali to Morgan trying to push Issa back. You know how like, let's just not do this. So now Morgan like, Bella, go get Ethic. Like, Bash coming, I'm right here, man. I'm not running. Like, I'm not scared of you. So Morgan like, Bash, like, you gotta calm down. Like, my babies is here. Like, you can't do all that. So Ethic gets halfway across the backyard, and before he could get to Morgan, it's something, somebody talking to speaker, and it's like, Issa, you wild as fuck, G. Let that nigga breathe, man. So Morgan froze. You know how I'm like, wait a minute. You know how I'm like, wait 1 second. You know how I'm like, is that what I'm thinking? You know how I'm like, no, this just can't be happening. So it's like Morgan froze, like her blood solidified in her veins, and she lost feeling in her hands as she felt yards slipping from her grasp. Like she was literally dropping her baby. So she wound up like, being caught up in the moment. So in the midst of, she turned and looked to him, and it's Messiah. Okay. Now imagine she'd have thought this man was dead for 2 years. She ain't heard nothing from him. All of a sudden, here you are from the dead in the back of my daddy's house at my 21-year-old birthday party, talking about Issa, you out as fuck, G, let that nigga breathe. Like, what? Like, what is going on? What is happening? So she literally, he like, hey, shorty, do up. Like, so before she could even react, like it, in any other type of way, like she took off running. Like, I'm finna go, I'm about to go. And she took off running to him, jumped in his arms and everything. Like she couldn't find her voice. She didn't really know what to say. He don't look the same. He didn't have his locks. They was gone because he had cut him when he had cancer or whatever. And then she's like, why did he, in her mind, she like, my leash, like, why would he break my leash? And so he like, come here, let me see you. He signed that part to her though. You know what I mean? Because it's intimacy. So as soon as he said that, she took off running like a shotgun, like somebody shot a gun and was like, ready, set, go. Like, you know what I'm saying? She jumped in his arms or whatever the case may be. And so she crying like hysterically, like, I mean, literally crying, bawling. Mind you though, he ain't even supposed to be there because Ethic told him like, you need to wait until I give you the go. But he felt like that was too long and he couldn't keep letting all these days just go by without interacting with her. And so he tried to soothe her, telling her, cry, it's okay, I'm right here. I'm right here. Like, stop crying, I'm right here. And so she wanted to stop crying, of course, but she couldn't. Like, I probably would have threw up. I like, boy, I can't even focus. Like, here it is. This whole time I'm out here doing life, thinking you dead, trying to mourn the loss of you, thinking that you hated me when you died, because it's just so many emotions that I couldn't imagine flooding back to me at the time. I probably would have wanted to kiss him, sock him, give him some grown up all at the same time. Like, it's just too much. It's just too much. So, he said, let me see my girl. So he like, pretty ass. And so she like, how are you here? Like, what happened? So he wound up taking her upstairs to Bella's room to try to get him some type of privacy or whatever. She said, how are you here? She's like, Messiah, how? He's like, I told you I was always coming back to you, Mom. I'm never leaving you, shorty. And she's like, where have you been? You know, I'm like, where you been? So now she went from surprise to hurt. So now she done, he said, I've been trying to get back to you. Like, I've been, before he could say anything, she socked him. She said, where you been? Where you been? She said, do you know what I've been through in these last 2 years? Like, without you? You know, like, I've been traumatized. She's like, I'm so sorry, shorty. She's like, you murdered me. Like, you literally murdered me. He said, I'm sorry. She said, you're disgusting. I hate you. I fucking hate you. It's been 2 years. 2. You left me here. Like, you left me here and you destroyed me. She said, how could you? Like, crying, foaming at the mouth, or whatever the case may be. Dramatic, all that. He like, shorty, don't do this to me. Like, let me explain. Just let me explain. I can't explain. So now she's screaming and hollering, Ethic, please help me, please. Crying, sobbing, foaming at the mouth. Morgan's so dramatic, though. I can't stand it, but she is so dramatic. Like, girl, get up. Like, okay, I know, but you don't got to do all that, Morgan. Somebody, Ethic, please help me. Like, girl, you ain't drowning. Golly. But anyway. So, and he come in there, he swoop up and take her out. And so he like, Morgan, and she don't answer. He like, Mo, baby. And then Alani's like, Messiah, because now she want to leave. Like, she ready to go home. It's too much for her. It's too much for her to bear. She can't take all of this. And so then Alani asks him, like, he like, Morgan. So instantly when Josiah going, not Josiah, I got a godson named Josiah, but when she go into the hall, when Messiah go into the hallway, he see her going down the steps with Bash and the 2 kids. And so that instantly like gut punched him, like, because he was about to go after him. You know about, I'm finna kill dude. Like, I don't even care. And so Alani's like, Messiah, no. Like, that's a no. You know, like, boy. So now he go into the room, he crying, he hurt, his feelings hurt. And so she told, then Morgan's like, I need to leave. So they get her up out of there. Alani and Messiah kind of have like a moment in Bella's room where she kind of where she kind of insinuates that he was abused when he was a child. She also asked him, like, why did you pick her birthday to come and ruin her birthday and shock her with something like you are alive after 2 years? Like, you picked the wrong time. Ethic was like, walk light on my wife. And she was like, get out of here, Ethic. Like, it's okay. I can handle my own. And he like, I'm gonna stay here. She said, Ezra, get out. Like, I got it. So she said, we fine. And so Messiah asked her, like, is he happy with that nigga? Is she happy with that nigga? And Alani like, not with him, no. And so she said, why did you come here today? Messiah like, if Ethic asked you to wait until after her birthday, why did you come anyway? He said, I wanted to see her. He said, I've been back for so long and I ain't seen my shorty. I needed to see her. She said, so you ruined her birthday? Like, you put your needs before hers and decide when and how she should receive the news that you're alive? And you choose a house full of people, spectators, to witness the reunion? Like, you had to know that seeing her would unravel her, and you wanted people to see her like that? Like, was that your intentions? I don't think those was his intentions, though. But that's what he said. Like, I didn't think about it. She said, that's your problem, sorry. You don't think of you first and her second. You do. You think of you first and her second. You have to always think about her. How's she gonna feel if what you want supports what she needs? Morgan is a sensitive girl and she's a woman, and we need to be handled delicately. So then he asked her, like, well, how did you forgive Messiah? How did you forgive Ethic? And she was like, when you found out what Ethic had done, you loved him anyway. I need her to love me like that through everything, like, so how did you do it? And so she basically just told him, like, he was my heir. Like, I didn't have a choice but to forgive him. If I wanted to live, I had to breathe, and he was my heir. He said, but you abandoned her when she needed you the most, and she's been through a lot. He said, I've been through a lot. Like, I was sick when I left, and I fucked Shorty over so bad, and I couldn't look at her in the eyes and ask her to hold my hand while I died. I snaked Shorty. I pulled the rug right from up under her feet. He said, I couldn't ask for shit after that. He said, I'm not even supposed to be here, but I'm here, and I want her so damn bad. Like, I just want her. I'm sick, and I don't know if I got 1 day or 100 days, but they hers if she want them. I just want her to want them. Messiah. So then he started crying, of course. And she said, oh, Messiah. You know, I'm like, oh, Lord. So that's what she found. That's what she kind of revealed to him. Like, she knew that he was hurt, and that somebody had abused him sexually. And he asked, and they kind of went through that emotionally. She said that somebody who abused you had to have been a man, because if it was a woman, you would brag about that. But with a man, that causes shame or whatever the case may be. And it was somebody personal, somebody who you loved or whatever. And so she asked him, like, so where are you staying at? He was like, I'm around. She was like, well, she said, you got food in your refrigerator? He's like, nah, I got a partner who's a chef. She said, so you don't know how to cook for yourself? He like, oh, He said, I'm a sous chef when it comes to that work. He said, but a nigga burns eggs, though, every time. And so she laughed, and she said, you sound like somebody else I know. And she said, well, I go grocery shopping every Saturday morning. She said, I go early in the morning at like 6, though. Can you take me to the in the morning? She said, Ezra is busy, and as easy can't carry all the groceries by himself. You can stay for breakfast afterward and get some things for your place too. And so it was like something about Alani for him was like, it's like she wasn't even really asking. She was just saying it. It made him feel like, okay, maybe I'm supposed to say yes. Maybe I'm supposed to oblige to what she said. So he said, yeah, I can do that. And she said, okay, good. He said, be her heir. And she said, yeah, give her life. Don't make her feel like she wants to die, and be patient with her. You can't just show up and expect things to go back the way they used to be between you two. Morgan is a different girl. She has different needs. She has a lot has planned, or a lot has happened since you left. You have to understand that you can't control how people move on from you. If you want any chance of fixing things, you have to love without judgment. She said, I'll see you tomorrow morning. So I'm stopping here. I'm stopping here, but I'm going to get back on later and kind of try to see if I can get through a next couple of chapters so that I can get to Butterfly 3. But this was a lot for Morgan. Falling in love with your baby daddy's best friend, deciding that you want to leave your fiance to be, okay, girl, finding out that you want to leave your fiance to be with your baby daddy's best friend, all to find out that your dead baby daddy ain't dead. I would just be dead too. Like, don't worry about it. I'm checking out. It's a lot. It's a lot for Lil Morgan to deal with. And it only gets more intense. It only gets more intense. But I'm gonna come back later on. Probably about 8-ish. I'll be back. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are new here. Thank you so much for watching. Kiara, thank you for being here the whole time, sweetie. You are my fave. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. And Kiara, do you follow me on Facebook or Instagram? I just want you to send me your information so I can send you something. So I need to know your information. If you follow me on Facebook, this is my Facebook name, I think is that's my Facebook. Then my Instagram is this. So one of those, Kiara, send me your my inbox or something. Send me your information because I got something that I want to send you, honey. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys later. Until next time. Bye, my jujubee.